The best in poker news, entertainment, and more. This is the Mark Hoke Show.
All right, everybody, we're back. It's a World Series of Poker time. Got your mic on there, Joe? See, we're wearing KLAV. You don't have to worry about that stuff.
We have Alan Michaels taking care of everything, Chris.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, we have our own. We have to be our own producers and tech staff and what do they call them? Grips.
I need a grip.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I'm not going to give you one. I
Man,
can tell you that right
like,
now.
It's been like 9 days.
Well, grip yourself there, buddy.
Not on camera. Oh, my goodness. Boy, it just denigrates quickly. We are here on the Mark Hoke Show. Thank you for joining us, everybody. We do appreciate it. We're live here at the World Series of Poker.
Live, baby.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what. It has been it was a wild night here at the Rio, to say the least.
I think we owe somebody, before we get into the really big news, I think we do owe someone an apology.
Who would that be?
The guy we were making fun of, who was out in like 9 hands on the first event he played.
Oh, Kenny Iyer.
Kenny Iyer got cashed in the Millionaire Maker.
Wow.
I mean, if we're gonna razz him, we gotta give him a couple of pats on the shoulder when he does cash. He cashed. He had a not the min cash, but a couple of levels up from the min cash. So he's not our next, not our newest poker millionaire, but a cash nevertheless.
Well, there you go. Congratulations, Kenny.
Yeah, he's got a couple of events that wound up yesterday.
He's probably still on the schneid though for the money, right?
I don't know. He said
he's probably he's probably a little bit down at this point.
Well,
just a hair, but that's just about everybody at the World
I
Series.
was just gonna say that. Everybody's just down a hair except for the 40-something bracelet winners.
Yeah, not much you can do there. Wow, but we're
What's going on? Well, any big news?
Well, yeah, there was some big news last night.
Helmet win his 14th?
No, no, he did not. Denied.
Was there an explosion?
No real explosion.
No?
We'll break that all down for you.
Okay.
But of course, Millionaire Maker coming back into play here. I believe at either 1 or 2 o'clock. We've got 1 o'clock it is.
Yeah,
and
1
then
o'clock
the Omaha tournament that started yesterday, the 10K, resuming at 2 o'clock. We also have a 6 max going off here.
Yep.
It started at noon. God, I'd love to have been in that one.
What's that?
I love 6 max.
Do you like that? Yeah.
I love 6 max. Just keep firing away, baby. Let's do it. It's fun.
33% of the time you're in one of the blinds.
I fear not. That Nits can still do well.
Nits
can still do well in a 6 max if you do it right.
That's not a game for Nits because you have to be, like I said, 33% of the time you're going to be either the small blind or the big blind, and there is no time to wait for a hand, so to speak.
See, but it's perfect for me because everybody thinks when I play, they think I'm a super nit, but I won't knit it up in there. I'm not a nit.
It's not in a 6-handed game. You can't knit it up.
See, it was funny. Like when I first started playing poker way back and started going to
about 1945.
Oh Jesus, Joe, we're not talking about you. We're talking about me.
Well, you told me you had a young wife.
I got called forehand Hoke. When I first started playing, my name was forehand Hoke.
You were
aces, kings, queens, ace, king.
Oh, okay. You were the only hands you played.
But people didn't know. That's the thing. It's just when I show down, I was always ahead. Almost always ahead. So people thought I was some sort of super nit. It's like, no, I just don't show my bluffs.
So was Josh Aria after the flop.
Yeah.
He was ahead too.
It's a tough one for Josh last night. Very brutal. But, yeah, he, by the way, sporting the new Mark Hoke Show Run Good Gear T-shirts.
Very nice.
Yeah, I'm kind of bulked up here a little because I tell you what, I got tired of freezing in here.
Yeah. Well,
my side cramp. This is why I did not see the entire Jeffrey Lissandro, Brandon Cantu battle last night here in the hallway.
There was a battle heads up? You mean they were heads up at the table?
No, they were heads up in the hallway.
Wow.
They were heads up
really?
in the
What was
hallway.
that about? Do you know what's about?
I still do not know exactly what the argument was about. I'm sure at some point we're going to find out, but a lot of people were on and saying there's a fist fight.
Did security respond?
Security was here, yes. Security, cops, all sorts of fun stuff.
The cops, you mean like Metro?
Yeah, the Metro boys were walking.
Wow, that's interesting.
Having Mr. Canty take the walk out that way. But the thing was, my side cramped up yesterday. I don't know if it was
Thank
just
God you were
sitting
in the middle of the fight.
Yeah, so I was hurting a little bit at the time, and so I kind of meandered over there as opposed to running over there.
That happened to Roberto Duran when he cramped up against Sugar Ray.
Yeah, but I don't say no mas. I kept going. I still had a show to do, and I did it.
You segue right into that no mas. You were right on top of things.
You bet, man. You bet. So sorry, guys. So no crazy stuff like that going on. But of course, hey, we want to welcome everybody here and thank a lot of our great sponsors.
Who are they?
Well, there's a ton of them.
Yeah.
So we'll get to some of them right now.
Just some of them.
I think one of the big ones, the Players Poker Championship Poker Tour.
It's coming up.
Has that big event coming up on June 29th through July 1st.
And that'd be down where? At the
Golden Nugget.
Golden Nugget.
3 events at 5 p.m. each day. You're going to want to get down there. The PPC has a great structure. They know what they're doing, and they're sending people to Aruba, Jamaica.
They got a beautiful poker room down there at Golden Nugget also.
Yeah,
now, is the tournament going to be inside the poker room or is it going to be in the back in the ballrooms? Probably the ballrooms.
I bet the ballrooms.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. So make sure you check that out. Go to ppcpokertour.com, and you will have a great time, I promise. Brian and the guys are going to be there. They'll take good care of you. Arctic Blue, I'll tell you what, the Arctic Blue cooling towels.
Is it still?
I've got to get some more down here. Now I wet that down, but I didn't get to water wasn't really that cold this morning.
Oh, this is cold too.
But it's still cold.
Yeah,
it's still cold. I didn't get to do the super icing down on that or anything.
I mean, yesterday when I grabbed it at around 2:00, and you had wet it
the night before,
and it was still cold.
It's good stuff. It's quickly becoming the most popular.
Josh Aria was doing this when the.
But Josh is kind of cooled out now. So
when the ace came.
Yeah. ArcticBLU.com, 15% off plus free shipping with the code Mark Hoke Show.
Okay.
So make sure you check them out. The Run Good Gear guys are having a good time, and got to congratulate Anthony Charter of Poker News Canada, by the way, sporting the Run Good Gear, and took down the 3 p.m. deep snack yesterday.
Nice. What'd that pay? About 40?
Yeah, about 50.
Wow.
Yes.
I know last year they were running top prizes running in the 40s.
Yeah, so congratulations to Anthony. And
good job.
Hey, you want to run good? Get that Run Good Gear out 10% off with the code Hoke. Drumming away there.
Hoke.
Yeah.
Just in case you couldn't spell.
Joe Payne is pounding away and killing my ears pounding on
so
mic stand. That's okay. It wasn't too bad.
I'm in a good mood today.
Good. Blind Squirrel Apparel, 20% off with code Hoke. Look good and be lucky. We've got some awesome Blind Squirrel Apparel here in the booth. You can come over and check it out and say hi with some quality gear, not just for the poker player but the gambler in mind. So look good and be lucky. Blind Squirrel Apparel. Let's see what else we got. I really want to mention.
The drum roll I was doing for our sponsors.
Yeah, thank you. I've got that sound effect tucked away somewhere if you really want it, Joe. Double-digit covers. Did you know what Tony Dose, the main handicapper at double-digit covers, did yesterday?
Did he pick the Rangers to win the Stanley Cup?
No, he did not.
Okay.
He took the Orioles to win yesterday.
Okay.
And then hopped out to the golf course.
And
that's it. That's all he did. He said, "You know what? My money's there. I'm good. I'm going golf."
And the final score was
9-4 Orioles.
Nice. Good job, Tony.
Yeah. Tony does it all the time. Go to doubledigitcovers.com. You can get a free winner by calling 855-489-2700. That's 855-489-2700. I know you guys love the bet sports. Hey, while you're here, maybe you get Tony Dose and Tommy Bertuzzi and all the guys over here and give you a little.
I hope Tony likes the Rangers at plus 130 for the series.
Well, I know he's actually been on the Rangers pretty much the whole.
So have I.
The whole playoffs. So
again. That's where my heart is.
I kind of giggled when he put out that first bet for the first round. It was like, oh, he's on the Rangers? Okay. And then the second round, he's on the Rangers? All right. He was. So.
Well, our guest that you had yesterday, Greg Mueller.
He's not on the Rangers.
No. Him and his boys are on the Western Conference, and they thought it was going to be minus 160 plus 140, but it's actually, I looked this morning before I came in, it was minus 150 plus 130. So. Yeah,
so they forgot the cheating factor for the Rangers. So
Rangers cheat?
Took
What's
that
the cheating?
Because you're a bunch of cheating scumbags, but that's okay.
Oh my God, cheating scumbag!
I'm having fun with Joe here. I'm having fun.
That's the
If it was the Flyers, I'd be hearing the same thing. I'd be hearing the same thing. So
Everyone thinks the Rangers cheat because they can't score any goals against Lundqvist. They think he's got like this brick wall behind him.
I think there may be some sort of force field technology involved.
Yeah,
that could be the issue. The Rangers franchise has a lot of money. There's crazy stuff going up there in MSG. All right. So, and of course, we've got some other great sponsors. We'll make sure we mention them throughout the show. And speaking of which, by the way, you can interact with the show if you want. We do have our chat box fired up. And also, if you want to give us a call, that's going across the top of the screen. I should probably shrink that up a little bit.
You got the Skype open up today?
I do. 702-997-3015 is that call-in number. That's 702-997-3015. Give us a buzz if you have any questions, comments about what's happening here at the World Series so far. Man, we'd love to hear it.
Or you want to terrorize me about my Rangers?
Yeah, or you want to say
talk about his filthy Flyers?
Yeah, say I suck, whatever. It's okay. No, I don't mind. I can take criticism because I'm here and you're not.
You mean talking about the audience?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, for the haters out there.
The haters. Well, there's plenty of those.
All four of them, Oh. But sure, we'd love to have you call. So 702-997-3015. All right, so let's break it down, Joe, because it was a day and a half yesterday here at the World Series of Poker, and I think we're going to take it back first.
How far back are you going?
Let's hit the shootout first, event number 6. And Alex Bulletin, the Ivy Poker Pro, long-time poker player who's been just...
Is he from Belarus?
Yes.
Yes, Belarus.
Yep. He, of course, had been many WSOP final tables, but not brought one home. That streak ended yesterday in decisive fashion. Knocking off Dimitar Donchev, did not fall behind in the entire heads-up.
I believe the last hand was a complete bluff too, right?
It was a crazy one there.
Yeah.
But
good call too.
The bracelet really, to a point, got won four-handed though. Alex was in a huge hand with Josh Aurier. Aurier, of course, was the big chip leader at that point. And Josh hit a set of tens. Bulletin had a pair of aces, and the money went in. Bulletin was behind. It turned an ace, and that ended up pretty much – it didn't destroy Josh, but it crippled him. He lost another hand and lost half his stack a little bit later and then was quickly dispatched. So Josh Aurier went from chasing bracelet number 3 to being sidelined in 4th place. Joe Lane went out in 3rd, and then Bulletin dominated Donchev to take that bracelet down. But a very popular win, and huge congratulations to Alex. So he might be getting his hardware today. Somebody will see if we can track the Ivy Poker superstar down at some point.
Will he be at the bracelet ceremony today?
Somebody will.
I will be, obviously.
Yeah, you'll be.
I'm sure I'm going to be dispatched there about 2:15 to drag our next bracelet winner over to the booth.
Absolutely, and we also have another bracelet winner last night, and boy, was this a wild one last night. A final 6 players of Ted Forrest, Phil Hellmuth, Greg Pappas, David Bach, Brock Parker, and Brandon Cantu duking it out for the 7-card Raz event number 7 title. And how about it coming down to Phil Hellmuth and Ted Forrest? Talk about flashbacks, man. I'll tell you what.
Two old school players.
That's like really old school right there.
Yep.
But Hellmuth did go in the chip leader. Forrest caught him, and it actually opened up a 2-1 lead. Hellmuth managed to pull it back, but Forrest managed to run off a couple hands at the end. And actually, a kind of a weird finish on the last hand. Both guys double paired. Both guys double paired on a Raz hand.
Wow.
But Forrest ends up winning it and taking down the bracelet.
Interesting.
That's got to be boy. You got to be sitting there. I mean, now admittedly, Forrest did have 2 aces in there, which I think it was aces and 6 were his pairs. But talk about some bad luck on that one. That I guarantee you, if Phil would have said, "Well, my fate is in the hands of Forrest with two pairs in Raz," he'd probably be saying, "I'll take that." And not so much. So Ted Forrest winning bracelet number 6.
Nice.
And
congratulations to Ted. Now, do you think Phil would be insulted if he heard us call him old school?
Well, I think he's got to admit he is a little old school.
But,
did win a world championship in 1989.
Well,
so
but he keeps up the pace.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I mean his last bracelet one I think was 2012. He didn't win any last year, I don't believe.
No, he did not.
No. And I'm just curious if he would consider himself old school. Now, Ted Forrest, I don't think there's an argument.
No, Ted doesn't even have a Twitter.
Yeah.
So, Ted does not have a Twitter.
So is that the indication? Is that your barometer for separating old school from new school? If you Twitter, you're not old school. But if you Twitter, you're not old school. If you don't Twitter, you're definitely old school.
I think I think if there was any question, I think not having a Twitter would pretty much put you over the top.
Right.
But obviously Ted's been around for so long playing this game, and it's very interesting when you look at Ted Forrest's WSOP bracelet record here. Ted Forrest won 3 bracelets in 1993, 3 of them, and then decided I'm going to take 11 years off. Wins 2 bracelets in 2004, and now takes another decade and comes back in 2014 and wins again.
Well, when you say takes a decade off, are you talking about
just winning?
He didn't stop playing.
Yeah, he didn't stop playing. Just didn't win.
It's not easy, especially nowadays with the number of players in the player pool. It's almost like buying a lottery ticket.
Yeah, it's
maybe a little less than that. You have some players have. I think the analogy here that I've heard other pros say is that they have more lottery tickets than the normal person. But still, it's kind of a crapshoot.
Yeah, but it is fascinating that, and per my research, he is the only player to have 2 gaps of a decade or more between bracelet wins. That's pretty nuts. 93 to 04, and then 04 to 14. But every time he's won a bracelet, he's won more than one. So Forrest is. Could we see another win from Ted Forrest coming up here? I mean, history would indicate so. That would be insane. But seeing Ted Forrest at the table last night with Phil Hellmuth was a sight to behold, that's for sure. So, just big wow. Big wow. By the way, we got an Opa from Miami Greek. He's back. Joe, you want to give me an Opa? Opa. There we go.
Have you eaten over there? At the restaurant? There's a restaurant called Opa here in town.
No.
You didn't know that, did you?
Didn't know that.
I know you're relatively new to town.
Yeah, well, that'll help. So,
Opa.
All right, but and of course, boy. By the way, Wikipedia. Somebody was quick to update that one.
Is it updated already?
That was updated this morning at like 7:30.
Wow.
So Ted Forrest, I believe that puts him in a tie for 9th all-time bracelets with T.J. Cloutier, Lane Flack, Jay Heimowitz, and Daniel Negreanu in the 6 bracelet club. Now trailing only these people. Of course, Phil's at 13. Doyle and Johnny at 10, Phil Ivey and Johnny Moss at 9, Eric Seidel at 8, and Billy Baxter and Men Win at 7. So if Forrest wins one more, well, he slides into the super elite company with the 7th. Not the 6 is an elite company as is, but you just keep moving up that board. That would be huge.
You got to get 1 before you can get 6. So
that is very true. So congratulations to Ted Forrest last night, as he is.
What did that pay?
Oh, what did that pay? Let's find out. Of course, it was a $1,500 buy-in, 352 entries. So I think bracelet rep might be better than the money here. But let's see what Ted ended up taking down. $121,196.
Okay, it's got some dinner money.
That's 6-figure score. That's doable.
It's very doable.
I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. All right. So of course, there was another big poker tournament going on yesterday. Jason Somerville.
There's a big poker tournament going on every day here. Multiple tournaments.
Yeah, but this one just had a little extra oomph. This one had a little extra opa.
Opa.
There was a lot of opa going on when the money bubble burst yesterday. These guys, of course, playing for $1,319,000 in the Millionaire Maker. And let's get to your chip counts right now. 175 players left as of this moment. Now, this is, of course, this may be the end of the trend of pros, because this one is a very, with so many
amateurish
people playing.
Yeah.
And, of course, Benny Chen winning that last year, restaurant employee from up in Canada. So we are seeing some big names left, but not too many. So we'll get to have fun saying names that I don't know as we move through the Millionaire Maker. Our chip leader is Yulian Kolev from Sofia, Bulgaria. He stood at 632,000. Actually, Jonathan Dimig also at 632,000. Bart Lebert $615,000. Andrew O at $593,000. He's out of Fulton, California. Oh, by the way, Libert out of Mejelen, Bolivia.
Now, how far down the list do you have to go to you, and you know a lot of people in the poker world, before you actually see a name that's recognizable to you?
It was fairly far down. It wasn't too bad. Let's see. So some of your notables that are left in there, I want to make sure I don't miss anybody too important. Ted Lawson's in there, 290.
Okay.
Dwight Pilgrim, 274. Keep rolling here. Athanasios Polychronopoulos, 239. We'll keep going down. John Racner, 218,000. Of course, the runner-up to Jonathan Duhamel a few years ago in the main event. And some other notables. Let's see. Jesse Martin's still in there, 190. Good for him. Sloppy Claude, Chris Klodnicki at 180. Matt Salzberg's in there, 163. He wins everything, so it wouldn't shock me if he wins this tournament. Just everybody just bows at the throne of Salzberg when they get a chance. We've also got Alan Kessler in there at 135.
Chainsaw.
And I also know Greg Mueller's in here. Tony Dunst is still in. I thought he was eliminated last night, but he must have just been the first flight. Who else we have? I believe Amanda Musumeci's in here too. Still looking. Not sure if that's the Cy Watson or not. And that's about it. So it looks like Matt Affleck either checked in wrong, but he's got knocked out. It looks like Lauren Billings, good friend of the show, is also out of there as well. Mir Lavat, final tableist last year, hanging on at 12,000. So I Am Greek is yelling at me for Athanasios Polychronopoulos. That's his name. He said I could call him Tony. I mean, I can wuss out. I Am Greek is just all over me on a Greek name. Gee whiz, sorry.
Opa.
Unbelievable. Matt Waxman and Lucky Chewy walking by there, by the way. Having a good old time, it looks like. But, of course, a Casino Examiner, one of the fans of the show, cashed in the Millionaire Maker. So congratulations to him
Kenny
as
Hannigan's
well.
a fan of the show.
Well, thank God.
Well, at least he stops by the booth every day just about.
Well, I think he just likes you.
Empties his backpack on the table, hands his cards out. He should be here shortly.
All right. So that's where the Millionaire Maker stands right now. Of course, once again, the winner's walking out with $1.3 million. Not a bad payday. Athanasios. Okay,
How you doing?
Athanasios. Okay, I'll make sure. I didn't say Sios. I said Sios. Apparently, that is my. I'm sorry. We're give me either 20 or 25. All right, sorry about that.
I guess it doesn't look like we're doing a show.
No, it doesn't look like we're doing a show. That'll get a tweet. I swore I was going to start tweeting questions we get on the air. I got a question, but while we're breaking down, getting this next result up, I was actually asked a question by a couple of ladies today. Where is the big blue room?
The big blue room?
Yeah, see, that was my look for a second there. And then I realized they were thinking about the World Series of Poker set, which is blue and has the pretty blue lights.
It's right behind us.
Yeah, it's you were pretty close, sweetheart, but good try.
It's in the Amazon room.
Greek is just all over me here. Accent on na. Athanasios. Just let me do it, man. Come on. Event number 10, the Limit Omaha High-Low Split 8 or Better 10K event. 111 players still left out of a field of 178. Didn't expect to see too many people get knocked out of that last night.
Chop pots.
Dan Kelly, your leader. Dan Kelly's up there. Look out. Elia Lesra in 5th. There's Marco Johnson in 7th. Perry Friedman in 10th. Daniel Negreanu up 99,000. He is sitting in 11th place right now. Nick Schulman in there. Scott Clements. Tom Schneider. What a shock. Tom Schneider still is at the top of a leaderboard in a mixed game event.
That shouldn't shock you.
No. Eric Seidel, Matt Ash, and John Manette.
That's old school. Eric Seidel.
Lane Flack. Jeff Lissandro is apparently recovered from yesterday's traumatic experience.
Well, at least we know he didn't go to jail last night.
Yeah. I didn't think he was going to go to jail last night. Yeah, the rumors started flying. It was pretty stupid. James Dempsey in there, Andy Frankenberger, Robert Mizrachi. Still a long way to go on that one. So good luck to everybody in that. But we should be looking forward to another pretty exciting final table. I would love that. That is an event I'd love to get. The 10K Omaha high-low. Oh, that would be so sexy. Even though this is a limit, but that's all right. That means I don't have to be quite as good. I just have to not be as stupid.
I don't know. I think there's a lot. There's
the limit controls my stupidity.
That's
why. See, I think that's why everybody hates limit so much.
It doesn't stop you from making mistakes. It just stops you from making major mistakes.
Exactly. You get the. Well, look at Robbie. I'll tell you what. Look at this guy. He's amazing tournament director and balancer extraordinaire. Unbelievable.
I don't know what he had, but he had a whole bunch of them balanced under his chin.
That looked good. I mean, that might have been very valuable. We should have tackled Robbie. That would have been fun. Event number 11, No Limit, it's 6-handed event, is underway today. That is your only event starting off today.
How many entries?
Right now, 1,246 for that $1,500 6-handed event. No point even going to a leaderboard on that one. Would be a complete waste of time.
But an hour and a half in, and
but we can give Tanner Millen because he did report in. Let's give Tanner Millen a little bit of credit for jumping on board right away
because he's probably got
13,000.
There you go.
13. Way to go, Tanner. You are listed as a leader. Somebody get a screenshot at home. It's not very often you get to see that, but yeah. So a pretty exciting 6-handed event rolling.
What was the buy-in
today.
for that? Is that 5?
1,500.
1,500.
1,500. So that's all that's going to be happening today. So a chance for the World Series to kind of regroup a little bit, finish some events up, and breathe. Breathe after a crazy, crazy weekend. Joe, what are your thoughts about coming out of this weekend? I mean, with everything that happened.
Well, I think Friday is probably going to be the most confusing day here at the World Series.
And why do you say that?
It's the senior event.
Oh, God.
Do you know how confusing it is when you stick old people in a big room with hundreds of tables, and they can probably find their way to the table in the beginning because they have their tournament card with them. But then if they stick it in their pocket or lose it, and they go on break, and this happens every year, and you see men and women of advanced age coming back from the break, not having a clue as to where they are supposed to go back to. We had last year, Jack Eiffel brought a gentleman up to the front and said, "Does anyone recognize this man from being at your table? Please raise your hand if he belongs at your table."
Wow.
Yeah. The man could not find his way back. And I'm not making fun of old people.
Yeah.
Because I'm eventually going to be there. But it is a little confusing. I mean, once you walk into the room, the tables just blend into each other, and there's mass amount of people. So it is a little difficult.
Kind of like a big vat of Metamucil.
I wasn't thinking that.
Well, I'm just trying to paint the older picture, but of course there are quite a few spry poker players in there, to say the least. It's a very talented, exciting field to see, and look forward to seeing that scene.
So would you say that it's safe to say that on Friday there will be a lot of old school players here?
Yeah,
that's safe to say, right?
It's safe to say.
And okay, how about this?
Does anybody raise in the seniors tournament?
No.
unless they got
the nuts on the river, there are no raises.
Oh my gosh.
Here's my question: what percentage of the field on Friday will be tweeting?
There's a few out there. I'll say 14%.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty big.
I'll say 14%.
I might even fire up my Twitter account for Friday. There you go.
There you go.
Maybe I'll jump it up to 15%.
That would be something. I Am Greek is still asking me to make sure I get this name right. So I'm going to try and do it the way he needs me to do it. Apparently there's some family stuff here.
Skype here or something?
No, I just got people saying they're around.
Okay.
All right. So, okay. Let me make sure I get that. Athanasios. Athanasios.
Are you going to keep on saying it until you get it right?
I'm hoping I got it right. I should have gotten it right.
If
Tony,
you're on
I
Skype
like
and
Tony
you know
much
that,
better.
If you're on Skype and you know that Mark is getting it wrong,
You can call.
call in and tell Mark.
You can
Mark,
call.
this is how
I don't know why
it's said.
I know why my listeners are so shy sometimes. It's 702-997-3015. 702-997-3015.
They think we're gonna bite them if they call in.
Now, these guys know me well enough. Look at this sexy son of a gun. Oh, Jeff, do you have a minute to say hi to everybody? I got to get
Okay.
Joe, I got to get
Let me
you
jump
out of here. I got to get you out of here because I'll tell you what. When this man walks in the room, the world stops. All the women start throwing panties, all that kind of stuff going on. It's just ugly, but a good scene. Jeff Gross, everybody.
What's going on? How
Jeff,
you doing?
Good. How are you, my friend? It's good to see you.
Good to see you. Been busy.
Wow, you sound winded.
Yeah, it's been a lot going on. I'm happy to be here and get settled in a long summer. So it was nice. Got a deep run in early event, so feel warmed up and ready to go.
It's good to get that first cash out of the way, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You never know when it's going to come either. It's always you always think, well, there's so many events, but it's very mental, and getting one under the gun is nice. Take some pressure off, and I think you take a little more, chances. It's like you never want to be here for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and have no cash and start being like, wow, I wonder if I'm ever, if I'm going to get one. So yeah, it's nice. It is. It's nice to get one under the belt.
Yeah, so, I'm sure you have an incredible schedule coming up. But one thing that I noticed you've been getting to do a lot, we saw you on the WPT Alpha 8 show a little while ago. You're starting to get involved in those events.
Yeah.
Tell everybody a little bit about the experience on Alpha 8.
Yeah, the Alpha 8s are fun. There's some of the best players in the world, thrown in with a few business guys, and really cool locations. The St. Kitts, which they just announced they're doing again next season, was probably the most fun and just the coolest place I've ever played poker, with the having the beach in the background, and it was just amazing. So those are fun. And South Africa, never been to South Africa, went over there, and it's really fun. It's a lot of fun, and it's cool. It's just a really fun experience, and I'm one of the few that had perfect attendance. I did all 4 last season, and I'm hoping to continue to play them again this coming season. It's
good to see you starting to get some really big attention now. I mean, you deserve it. I mean, you're a hell of a player and a great person. It's good to see everybody's finally getting to know the Jeff Gross that I've gotten to know over time here. So that's got to be fun to finally be getting out there and people seeing who you really are.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, I mean, I've again, it's like I've been working hard on my game. I love the game. I love playing, and yeah, I mean, I'm still chasing that victory. I had a couple good runs. Got 10th in the WPT, that record, the one in Florida, 1,800 person, which was devastating. Flip, losing on the river, and then here I got right into it. Got 13th in that 1K with over 2,200 players. So yeah, I mean, all you can do is keep playing, keep putting yourself in position to win, and then at the end, the cards are going to break your way or not. I mean, there's in these big fields, when it gets deep, you generally very talented players left. So it's the blinds you get short, and especially in a 1K, it's like 8 to 25 blind stacks. So it's a lot of push shove, and got to win flips and got to run hot at the end. And actually, got Kyle Cartwright, who I'd never played with before, who won, played very well. Played with him for towards the end of day 2, and there's some really talented guys, and that's the thing nowadays. So many players are so talented. Like a lot of the guys you don't even know about, but they play perfectly, or they're circuit grinders, or playing the $500,000 buy-ins everywhere, and then all of a sudden, I think you're going to see a lot of that this summer, where these guys are going to pop up and have some really good results, and people are like, who are these guys? But they play very well.
Yeah, and we've actually seen the year of the pros so far this summer.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I mean, we have Ted Forrest, Vanessa Selbst, Twan Lee coming up with bracelets. What an amazing week this has been so far here.
Yeah, it really did get off to a bang. I mean, Vanessa just showing, really just came right into it, got it done. It's impressive. I mean, I played with her in the Premier League in end of November of last year for a week. It was heats, 8-handed heats, and got to play with her a lot and kind of see what she does. And she actually didn't have a great week there, but just see, she playing at the same table, and her whole demeanor and table presence and how she plays. I mean, I think she's probably the best in the tournament player in the world. I mean, obviously it's not really a secret that she's one of the best. I mean, you see her results and everything. It's really cool, and yeah, I mean, she's well deserved, and I'm happy for her. I mean, she's great. She's a great player and really nice person. So it's good to see her doing well, and it's nice to get the first one too, right?
Yeah.
The first event, just no sweat. Like she's already had a good summer. Jesse Sylvia was joking though. It's kind of funny that she actually won that event, and she's not guaranteed to have a winning summer. With the one drop, it's kind of funny. Like that's like all proportionate. So I mean, it's a awesome result, but no guarantees on a profitable summer still.
Yeah, and the one drop coming up, of course. So, are you going to get in?
Well,
Are we working on it at least?
yes, I was like 60% sure I was playing. Now I'm like 25. I don't know. I just going to see how I'm feeling, how I'm running, and also, I mean, it is a lot of money, and I would be getting a lot of help with that. And even if the guys have the money to do it, still is a guys are putting up $500,000 or 250,000. It's like it's sort of a lot of pressure to. I don't know. I kind of like going back and forth on that, like how I feel. It's like, well, if you have a guy has $10 billion, has 250,000. It's not proportionate. It's not so much, but it still is a lot of money, and it's a poker tournament. I mean, some goes to charity. It's a great cause, but I don't know. I'm not 100% yet. So we'll see how the summers go and how everything shapes up. And I would love to play. It's a very prestigious event. It would be a lot of fun, but everything would have to be just right, and won't know for a couple weeks for sure.
So if you don't get in, is Antonio going to defend this title? Do you think he could possibly pull this off twice?
I mean, he final tabled the 100K in the one drop last year. I think he got fourth maybe. So back-to-back final tables. It's definitely, he shows up big for this event. He thrives on this stage. So I would anticipate him to be in the mix at the end. To win, it's a little crazy, but I mean, I think he definitely is one of the front runner favorites and does not buckle under pressure, and I think I would expect to see him deep in that again.
No offense. If you get in there, I'd rather have be at your party instead of his.
I'll tell you
but
what.
That was a good one. I got to tell you, you gave me stories for 2 years on this show. Thank you.
Yeah,
that was fun.
For sure. Well, Antonio, he might be a little ahead of me financially, but I would have trust me, I'd throw a nice party if I win that one. it'd be a good time for everyone who wants to come. So. All
right, sounds good. Well, Jeff, I wish you all the best here today. But so you're playing the Six Max or?
Yeah, we're gonna hop in the Six Max. Got a little late registration. Kind of after a bummer after I busted like 10 minutes left in the 1K and 13th in the day 2. So that was kind of unfortunate. And the next day I hopped in 11 in the Millionaire Maker. Took a kind of cold one. Then I made it through the day, which was a long day. After starting at 5 p.m., we played till like 3:30. Yep. I came back with like 20-some blinds, had a pretty good draw for my table, and I literally had huge hands. I mean, I lost ace king, tens, 6, lost flips, and I was hanging in, finally lost tens to queens. And I mean, it was just like guys were flying out. It was like 300 guys were out in 40 minutes. And I was like, trust me, I'm always playing for the win, but I love getting that cash, and I know how to kind of survive, and there's inflection points, and I was frustrating for me to bust around 1,000 when 820 cashed. I knew it'd be like only another 45 minutes, and it was just I was just getting dealt premium hands and kind of cooler spots. So I'm not gonna fold tens when I have 15 big blinds and spots, and got knocked out of that, and then went and hopped in the 1K, got some chips, and busted right before dinner. So a little bit of a disappointing day yesterday, and Six Max is always fun. And
yeah, it's one of your specialties, actually.
Yeah, I love shorthanded, but there's a lot of great shorthanded players here. So table draw is important, and got to run well. And I look forward to it. Should be a fun one today.
Jeff, just win this darn thing.
All right, I will do it.
All right, good to see you, my friend. Thanks for stopping over. I appreciate it.
Man.
There you go, Jeff Gross, everybody. Getting the high roller thing going. He's getting it done. I'll tell you what. And if I will say this: if he gets in that one drop, if he finds a way into that thing, you better watch out. That man is one dangerous player, to say the least. All right, we're going to step back and take a break, and when we come right back, we will get more from here at the World Series of Poker live here at the Rio as more guests stop by. Hopefully, we'll be picking up a bracelet winner or two as we move forward. So pretty exciting stuff coming here from the WSOP. So, guys, stick around, everybody, and we will be right back here at Mark Hoke Show. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Mark Hoke Show, and on Facebook, The Mark Hoke Show. We'll be right back.
RunGoodGear.com is one of poker's premier online stores for apparel. Their mission is to provide poker players with stylish and comfortable clothes for their daily grind. You've probably seen Run Good Gear at the World Series of Poker through Run Good Poker Pro Rob Salaburo, or around the country through the WSOP circuit. Today, RunGoodGear.com is the place to go to gear up for the poker felt. So go there now with the promo code HOKE, that's HOKE, for 10% off your entire online purchase. Remember Hoke. Now go gear up.
Sports bettors, tired of getting beat every week at your sportsbook? It's time to stop guessing and start winning. We all know cash is king, and it's time to let the team at Double Digit Covers come to the rescue to help you get the positive cash flow you need to live the life you've always dreamed about. Tony Dos and his all-star sports handicapping team will be in your corner to help you beat the point spread, bring excitement and winning to your betting experience, and build your bankroll to levels you never thought possible. Get free winning sports information at DoubleDigitCovers.com. Stop guessing and start winning today at DoubleDigitCovers.com.
Call now for today's free winner. 1-855-489-2700. That's 1-855-489-2700.
Tough day at the Veld? Get off tilt and unstuck by escaping to the desert for an extreme off-road adventure with Sun Buggy Fun Rentals. We have the biggest fleet of off-road vehicles known in the universe. And since we know poker players aren't exactly early risers, we now offer after-dark tours for all you night owls. And don't forget to stop by the Mark Hope Show WSOP booth at the Rio to win a free Sun Buggy experience. Please call us 24/7 at 1-866-728-4443 and visit us at www.sunbuggy.com. Call us now and take the off-road ride of your life with Sun Buggy Fun Rentals.
The heat is on. Whether you're in the hot seat of a major poker tournament or just dealing with everyday life, stay cool with a brand new Arctic Blue cooling towel. Just wet your reusable and durable Arctic Blue cooling towel in cold water and you'll have instant cooling relief at your fingertips for up to 5 hours. The towel is lightweight and pliable, so you can keep it handy no matter where you are. Plus, it's absorbent enough to make sure you and your clothes stay dry while you stay cool. No need to sweat it out, no matter what you're doing, when you have an Arctic Blue cooling towel handy. So get the same cooling towel used by professional athletes, poker players, first responders, physical therapists, U.S. automakers, and even reality TV stars. So what are you waiting for? Visit them today at arcticblu.com and pick yours up today. Plus, enter the discount code MarkHokeShow when you check out and get 15% off plus free shipping to keep some of your cold hard cash in your wallet. It's like the Arctic Blue Bear says, it's not cool to be hot. So pick up your Arctic Blue cooling towel today.
Your business and promotion will only go as far as your website will take you. That's why the Mark Hoke Show has only trusted one name for over 2 years, BlueRail.net. Whether you need custom website design and development packages or simply need a host for your website, Blue Rail is the only developer to turn to. It's time to discover the world-class personalized service only the Blue Rail team can provide. Visit us at BlueRail.net and call 520-822-5128 right now for your free consultation today. So get on board at BlueRail.net. How far do you want to go?
It's time to get on board with the Players Poker Championship Poker Tour. The PPC caters to the amateur player as well as up-and-coming and touring pros with affordable buy-ins and outstanding structures. The fastest-growing poker tour in the United States invades Las Vegas with 3 tournaments, June 29th through July 1st at the Golden Nugget, and Tampa Bay Downs July 10th through the 20th for the North American Championship with $300,000 in guarantees. Win your way to the PPC World Championship in Aruba, featuring the $200,000 guaranteed main event, hosted by PPC Ambassador Joe Sirach. For all the details, visit us at ppcpokertour.com. Join in the excitement in Las Vegas and across the U.S. with the Players Poker Championship Poker Tour.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
Here again, your host, Mark Hoke. That's right. That's me. I am Mark Hoke. I'm very happy to be here at the World Series of Poker with all of you. The lifeline, the relay between the fan and home
You put them here.
and the insanity of the World Series of Poker.
They can feel the insanity, but they don't have to be here.
They see it, they feel it.
Well, they
get a baby kick every once in a while.
There's a lot of stuff going on right on the other side of the camera that they can't see. We should have like a camera that we can rotate. That would be interesting. Because we always say, "Oh,
Then I'm going to be switching camera shots too. You can hire the producer.
we can get dual cameras and click on the camera going out that way." So
He's sitting here
because there
clicking
are
all
some
day.
interesting sites that walk by.
Yeah, you could say that again. By the way, if you haven't heard the show on terrestrial radio, we are on KLAV1230am.com Wednesdays at 3. And, of course, we're kind of extending the day show out tomorrow. I think we may just end up doing it from here.
Is that what we're going to do?
I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. We probably should.
Well, here was a
Yeah.
suggestion I was going to throw out. We can do instead of doing 1 to 3 tomorrow, we can do 12:30 to 2:30, and then shoot over to the KLAV studios if you wanted to do that.
If we can make it.
Okay, we can go 12 to 2.
We could. That's a possibility. We'll discuss
Think
it
about
after the
that.
show. I think we should plan that out. Of course, Joe Payne here with me, one of the co-hosts on the KLAV show, and of course the king of the Nevada Poker League.
The king, and we're back to that again, huh? I'm just a small servant of the queen.
Yes. All right. So you're the court jester.
I am definitely the jester. That's for sure.
Here
More
you
like the
go.
Joker, but
Yeah. But make sure.
Look, see, that would be a great opportunity.
Oh, Men the Master.
He's back from Bogota.
Uh-oh. And that I say Men the Master, and usually there's comments in the chat box.
Well, no,
Wasn't
wasn't he at the Bogota when that whole chip snafu went down?
Oh, but it wasn't anything to do with him.
Oh, I didn't say. Did I say it was? Well,
You're an implier, Joe. You imply
I've
things
been called a
sometimes.
lot of things. I don't think I've ever been called an implier. It sounds like a tool. Hey, bring me that implier, will you?
Hey,
gotta tighten
I'm the
this up.
implier.
An implier.
God.
No, you implied something from that statement that I made. There's Men the Master back from the Bogota. You just implied that.
Well, it's kind of a snap thought.
Speaking of snap thought, are we going to do, if we do the show from here tomorrow, are we going to do a snap call and
Oh yeah, we'll figure it out. Someone will get snap called. Guaranteed, somebody's ass is getting snap called around here. Yeah, but make sure you tune in. Of course, our podcasts are up on there too on markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're uploading all of these videos to YouTube, so just go to Mark Hoke, and we're posting them online as well, so you guys can check them out. And then very soon, as soon as the date is announced, we're going to be also doing a show on 920 The Game.
K-Bad.
K-Bad. How about that? We're going to be on
K-Bad.
K-Bad.
K-B-A-D.
Also, remember,
Welcome.
Also, remember the Lotus Broadcasting family.
NBC Sports.
Yeah, Friday night at 5 p.m. Boy, all these poor bastards are going to be stuck in their car and having to listen to us. That's not bad, though. I mean,
Could be worse.
I mean, if I could listen to my show, no, I'd be all right with that.
Well,
It's a
you
very good
didn't.
show.
Well, hold on a second now. You were home last Wednesday.
I was
didn't
home
listen to your show.
No.
something about set called and this.
This is the honest to God truth.
See Miami John. See,
Miami John's
that's
over
old
here,
school.
too. Yeah, that's very old.
That's
school.
old school.
I love Miami John. Great guy.
Lane Flack right behind him. Now is Lane Flack old school? Oh, right. That's
to the kids. To the kids, he's old school.
To the kids, he's old school.
That's where my definition is. To the kids, who is the old school player? Tony Gregg there too. Hey Tony, how you doing?
They're just flying by.
Yeah, this is getting exciting. It looks like everybody's barreling in here for the 2:00 start on the Omaha tournament.
And the break for the 12:00 tournament, the 6-handed, is going to be occurring in about 10 minutes. So
a little rotation action going there, so that'll be good. Yeah, but this is going to be an interesting afternoon with the Millionaire Maker kind of starting to get down to the
real money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money out there.
Serious money.
A lot of money out there. Yeah, and don't forget, if you want to call into the show while we're on, it's 702-997-3015. We would love to have you give us a call. Say hi to us. That would be cool. We'd love that.
Or call and yell at us.
Or yell at us, whatever, And oh my goodness. Okay.
Do you see this outfit?
This is the Donkey Bomber. He's literally wearing a tiger striped overcoat.
This is why we need dual cameras that we can just turn on when there's an interesting sight that we can share.
And Michael Mizrachi, look at this.
The Rock. What's up, bud?
Mike, you want to say hi to everybody real fast for like 2 seconds?
Step in right here.
Here, so come around that side because I'm fat. You can't get around me. That's not going to work. But I know Mike getting ready to go back in here to fight for this Omaha title, but we want to welcome the Grinder to the show. Here, this is your mic. You got it.
What's going on, Mark?
Hey, not much. What's going on with you is the question.
Well, tell you the truth, I'm 0 for I think 6 or 7, so not good yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Deep in a few events, but no cashes. I had a deep run in the 25K. 2 kings to jack 7, lose. The next day shootout, aces, 10-7, lose.
Oh.
And today I might have another sad story, and I'll tell you about it tomorrow.
Oh, well, no more sad stories. Just drink them away. I know you can handle that.
Yeah, but feeling good. Trying to get fit, for the World Series.
I see you got the bike helmet there.
I do have a bike out there, but it's cheating. I have an electric bike.
Oh.
So, little cheating, but I do doing basketball, a lot of fitness programs right now. So I'm trying to lose maybe 30 pounds in a month. It's going to be really hard.
Well, good for you.
It'll be very hard.
Good for you. Well, I wish you the best today. I hope things go well for you, my friend.
Me too, but I'm very tired. I had 2 hours of sleep, so I hope I'll be okay. But I'm still young, so
no, we'll get you some
survive.
coffee. You let me know. I'll keep the cups coming. All right.
All right. Nice seeing you.
Good to see you, my friend.
Right,
the Grinder, Michael Mizrachi, stopping by, saying hi. It is always great to get one of the greatest players in World Series history. And I'll tell you what, does that man just know how to play a mix? He knows how to play a mixed game too. First,
strong player.
Two players championships.
He's always on the move.
Sick.
I mean,
it's always.
He wouldn't even sit down.
Well, yeah, that's the Grinder.
He's a stand-up.
That's the Grinder. See, you just never know who's going to show up on this show.
I'm telling you, we ought to look into the second camera that we can just turn on and off. Doesn't have to be on constantly because
I have a second camera. I just need a better computer.
Oh.
I do have another plug, but there's a little technical stuff on that. Not super technical. I mean, if we get Maury Escandani to say, hey, Maury, why don't you redo our set? I'm sure
that's Maury from ESPN.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd just snap down here and be like, "Oh, sure, Mark."
Everyone knows these names, Mark. By the way, that you.
Well, anyone that listens to the show, knows that I've had Maury on a couple of times. He's in our podcast.
Okay, but hold on here. You pick up new listeners every day.
Well, that's their fault for not catching up.
Okay.
There's a lot of episodes up.
So, is there cliff notes at the end of the session also
I don't
for
know.
those that are just swinging by for the first time? If you're swinging by for the first time, Maury is the ESPN producer, gentleman who
from Poker Productions.
Yes, Poker Productions.
Yes, Poker Productions.
There you go. Have you seen him? Has he swung by?
Oh, I've seen Maury.
Eric Seidel. There's old school.
Yeah,
that's old school.
That's old school, but he never really went away for any period of time for the most part, except when the Full Tilt thing happened. I still can't get an interview with a guy.
He won't give you an interview?
I've never gotten an interview with Seidel. The first time I went up to Eric Seidel.
He's kind of quiet and shy, though. Yeah. So.
The first time I went up to Eric Seidel was at the Epic Poker League. Said, Harry, how you doing? Good.
Oh, the one-word answers?
Yeah. I think this year at the World, but I'm progressing because this year at the World Series, I believe I got a sentence out of him or two. How you doing, Eric? I'm doing all right. I got one of those. So it's starting to come. He's starting to warm up to me a little bit.
You think it's you, or you
no?
think
That's just how he is. Okay. That's just how he is. He's great on Twitter, though. He's one of the masters of Twitter.
So he's old school, but he's weirdest.
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
Yeah. He's regarded as one of the great Twitter accounts in poker. So good stuff for Eric Seidel. Michael Ea making his way in. All the big dogs are getting ready to try and take a bite out of this Omaha tournament coming up here today. They made it through day one, trying to get through day two, and man, I can't wait to see that final table. I just have a feeling that thing is going to be star-studded.
I was just in the employees' dining room, and there was some table that the dealers were talking about where Negrano, Vanessa Selves, we had the same. It was an unbelievable table draw. There was like 5 or 6 big names at the same table. It was like they were like, wow. What a bad draw that is for anyone else. That's a bad draw for them too. But how about the novice that gets that draw also?
Well, if you're buying in for $10,000 in that tournament, you better be ready to go. Because that's what's going to happen, man.
It's probably got to be the big event for those many named players to be, and it feels got to be relatively small to that happen where they wind up at the same table. That's just not going to happen in a tournament that's got 2,000 or 3,000 players.
You want to hear some of these table draws for this tournament, by the way?
Yeah, you got to choose.
This is always fascinating stuff. Table 347 is Jason Mercier, Michael Mizrachi. Let's see, in terms of big names on there, Randy Oles in there, Jeff Lissandro. So some pretty tough names there. Jason Obst gets to be the chip leader on that one. 348, Seidel, Scott Seaver, Abe Masari, Nick Schulman, Mike Leah. Have fun with that one. Raymond Davis is still in this thing. How about that? Raymond Davis, Robert Mizrachi, Elia Lesra. So that'll be a fun one for Raymond. Let's see. 350, Matt Ashton, Josh Aryeh, David Baker, Sean Deeb. Yeah. Enjoy that.
When does that kick off at 2 today?
Yeah, 2 o'clock. So very shortly here.
Less than 2 minutes?
Yeah, 351, fairly light. Stephen Chidwick in there. 353, Jennifer Harmon, Brock Parker, Brian Hastings. And they're all next to each other. So that's a nice little grouping to avoid. Andy Block heading into the house, by the way. Table 354, Frank Casella, Andy Frankenberger. Josh Pender on that one. 355, the aforementioned Andy Block. Marco Johnson, John Monette, Todd Brunson, James Dempsey.
It's a who's who of who's who.
356 is John Turner, Dan Kelly, Scott Clements, Daniel Lai on that table. 359, Jonathan Duhamel, David Stike. That's about it. Big names on that one. 360, Phil Galfon, Perry Friedman on that one. 361, Phil. Oh, how would you like to go watch this table? I might want to go watch this table. Seat 2 is Phil Locke. Seat 4, Lane Flack. 3 is vacant. So we got Locke and Flack right next to the other. Miami John Cernuto is also on there. Tom Schneider is also on that table.
Table 361?
Woo, 361, everybody. Go sign up.
Yeah, I'm going to slide over that table.
Oh, that would be fun. 362, Vanessa Selps, Daniel Negreanu.
That's the table.
Barry Greenstein.
Yeah, that's the table they were talking about.
Boys Ahmed. Yeah. Oh, Philip Hui. Ew.
Look at that table.
Ouch.
What table was that?
362.
So 361, 362. Put yourself right in the middle of that. That should be very entertaining.
I think that we will be switching back and forth, monitoring the booth and checking those 2 tables out. That sounds like a lot of fun.
I think when you send me over to the bracelet ceremony, I just may swing by 361, 362 beforehand.
I think that might not be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that would be in the Amazon room. Is that correct?
Yep, should be.
Yep.
All day 2s go to the Amazon room. So that is going to be talk about some sensational table draws.
Yeah, when I was grabbing a bite to eat, I heard him talking about this table. I'm like, wow, that is an interesting table.
Boy, and just the fun of having Vanessa and Daniel sitting at the same table, debatedly 1-2. There's Todd Brunson. Hi, Todd. Debatedly 1-2 in the game right now. If you want to, obviously Ivy's in that mix as well. But Jiminy Christmas, getting to see those two play, what a treat for the fans. So I'll tell you what, if you're anywhere near the Rio, you're just hanging out and thinking.
And you're able, in 361, 362 should be right next to each other.
Yeah, absolutely. So
you're able to kind of rail two tables at one time and see almost 8 to 9, 10 top noted players.
I'll tell you what the best part is, having a press pass.
Yeah.
If that puppy's in the corner,
yeah.
Oh, that's gold for us.
Yeah.
That's gold for us. We don't have to fight around anybody on that one. But wow, what a table draw for that event. Jeez. So you guys have fun in there on day 2 of the Omaha High-Low Championship. Dan Kelly, your chip leader on that. Oh, so let's take a look back with Ted Forrest winning this. And Joe, I mean you've known, been involved in this game a long time, and of course very familiar with Ted Forrest. What does this do for Ted Forrest now? Of course, hadn't won
just gives him more money.
Well, that. But in terms of his reputation now,
I think it definitely solidifies his reputation. That this man has been playing now decades. One in the 90s, one in 2000, and now one in this era also. So, and the game has changed. There's no doubt about it. The game has changed drastically over the last 20 years, and Ted has been able to circumvent and adjust based upon the different styles of play that have poker's kind of transformed and redefined itself, so to speak, in how the game is played. It used to be a game of nits.
Yeah.
You agree with that?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And then Moneymaker allowed it to go worldwide, so to speak, where recreational players felt, hey, if he can do it, so can I. Because, prior to that, people kind of stayed away from this main event 10,000 because they just thought it was like, wow, I can't compete against these guys. And then Moneymaker proved that you can. And he beat a reputable Sammy Farhar and one of the best bluffs in the history of the main event.
Yes.
They pulled off on Sammy. Kind of gave everyone this, like, I can do that too. And that's how the game is involved. So but now you get a bunch of new players coming in who are not concerned about, well, let's just say not concerned, but they're not as aware of what the right mathematical or return on investment play is. So they're playing crazy. And then people started to really study the game and start to realize that, you don't have to be like Mark Hoke and just play 4 hands.
Let him keep believing the story. Just let him keep believing the story.
So I just want to answer your question, to come back to step 1. What I think this does is just proves that if you're talented, you can win in any kind of play, in any style of play, and during any era. And I think Ted proves that.
Yeah, and just you look back on the career of Ted Forrest. Of course, legendary cash game player, and we all remember the great series of battles with Andy Beal.
With who?
With the Texas billionaire Andy Beal. Which
that was that book.
By,
the Banker, the Professor, and forget that. Excellent book, by the way.
That's terrible that I'm blanking on that. I should know that.
I know it's called The Banker, the Professor, and I don't remember this. I know there was a third.
And McManus is going to kill me that I don't know that I'm forgetting the title of the book. But of course, stormed on the World Series scene in '93, winning 7-card Raz, an Omaha 8 or better, and a 7-card stud bracelet. Talk about a run there. I mean, even still in the early '90s, where we didn't have the proliferation of thousands of players coming into these events. I mean, that's still impressive to be able to go out and win 3 different disciplines. And of course, 2004, picking up the 2 bracelets in a 7-card stud and a no limit hold'em event. And then, of course, here in 2014, winning the Raz again. But, of course, had some other, amazing victories. let's see. We had and probably the most notable one that people remember was Forrest winning the National Heads Up Poker Championship, where he showed down with Chris Ferguson in 2006. And boy, I'll tell you what, I forgot
By the
how.
way, is Chris Ferguson still missing in action?
You tell me.
I haven't seen him.
No, he's still missing. He'll be around sometime. I've heard things. I don't know if he's coming this year or not, but I've heard where he was, but I'm.
Is that
not
considered another inference?
It's an inference that I've heard
That you didn't bite on this
just
time.
somewhere. He's somewhere in this world. Anyway, but of course in 06, Forrest knocking off. I mean, this is an unbelievable run. Beats Seidel, Chad Brown, Ernie Duick, Sam Farha, Shiki, and Chris Ferguson to win that championship. Won the Bay Shooting Stars, Bay 101 Shooting Stars in 2007. Knocked off J.J. Liu in that one. So Ted certainly, almost $6 million in winnings, in tournament winnings over his career. And, of course, God knows how much money he's won playing cash games. But, it's interesting that, in this day and age of poker, if you haven't done something for a few years, you're off the scene, man. People forget about you in a hurry. So, seeing Ted Forrest pop up here all of a sudden, I think just caught so many people off guard. And then to see him playing Phil Hellmuth for the bracelet and winning, reintroduces him to the young kid generation again. Mm-hmm. Like, who the hell is Ted Forrest? Well, you better study up, because if he's here, he's dangerous. So have fun with that.
He's here. Interesting if he's going to stay around and play more events, or is he just, he just might have been in town for a business meeting or something and decided to play an event while he was here.
I believe he does live here, doesn't he? I'm pretty sure he does live here in Las Vegas.
I thought he
yeah,
was
residence Las Vegas, Nevada.
Okay.
He's got the nickname Professor Backwards, by the way.
Backwards?
Professor Backwards. That's an interesting nickname. I don't know if I want that one. I mean, if it works, it works. But the Suicide King,
the
Suicide King,
and the Banker.
Yeah, there we go.
That's the name of the book.
Yeah, so there we go.
That just hit me at the same time as it hit you. So
yeah, thank you. There we go. That's so terrible. And this was something I didn't know about Ted either. That this is a great story. After the 1992 World Series of Poker, he was hanging out with Hamid Dasmalchi, who won a bracelet and was griping around Ted that this bracelet isn't worth what the Binions are telling me. They say it's worth $5,000, but it's only worth $1,500. Ted flipped him 3 $500 chips. He got the bracelet.
Really?
Yeah. That's a funny story. But
that's
actually,
a pretty cheap sale of a bracelet.
It's not bad. But interesting enough, Ted's first 3 bracelets stolen. Gave one of the 2 he had left to his daughter. The other one's locked away. And, of course,
So his first one was stolen?
First 3 were stolen.
How does that happen? How do you get...
somebody busted into your house? I don't know.
Oh, at the same time?
Yeah, I would imagine.
I
would imagine.
One was stolen and then another... I thought they were
if
separate incidents.
If you 3 trickle away, that's
yeah,
and
I was going to say, wait a second. There's something fishy about this.
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, but I think it's very interesting to see Ted Forrest back on, at least for now, getting the attention that certainly an incredible career deserves. People have followed his career for such a long time. Of course, one of those guys started out in New York and worked his way out here. So pretty exciting there. J.C. Tran going by that, by the way. Yeah. So Ted Forrest, age 49. Picking up bracelet number 6, and but I'll tell you, Phil Hellmuth, and this is unbelievable when you think about this too. On the other side of it, that is Phil's 10th runner-up finish in a bracelet event.
So he had an opportunity, a very, very valid opportunity, to have 23 bracelets.
24-ish, yeah.
10.
Yeah. Well, and he had.
How's that math thing?
And I'm trying to remember how many third-place finishes he had too. But I know Jesse Capson and I were looking at it last night. I think he had 3 or 4 third-place finishes too. So, I mean, Phil could have conceivably had... obviously he's been at 50 final tables now. I mean, could you imagine Phil walking around with 25 bracelets instead of the 13?
Do you think his head would be any bigger?
I think he'd be about 10 feet tall and feeling it. That's for sure.
I got to give credit. He's probably in the poker world. He's probably the best self-promoter there is.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I
Sells himself, baby.
And it's such an intriguing place for him in the game too, because still there are a lot of the younger players diss his game and say, well, if I was playing Phil Hellmuth, I'd clean him out. But he's got the results. He wins tournament after tournament. He's on the biggest stage of them all, which is the one that between here and the World Poker Tour, the ones that really matter. But you come here to the World Series. I mean, your goal as a poker player is to win a bracelet. No one's better. No one is better. So how you can deny Phil Hellmuth his place is just unreal.
You can say what you want about his behavior, which I actually enjoy. I like that cutting-edge behavior. But you really can't take anything else away from him. The man can play.
Yep, no doubt about it. So we'll see if Phil's going to be back at a final table and see if he can swing another bracelet here later on. But but that's a good start for Phil. Certainly disappointing to not win, but a second place to get your first week of the World Series flying off. That's not bad.
I think I think if you asked him yesterday, he would say he's disappointed. But I think probably 2 or 3 days out, he'll probably be happy with his result and just say, things happen when you got that. Because I'm sure there's some bracelets he won where he got a little lucky or prevented himself from getting unlucky, and I'm sure.
Yeah, well, and the tough spot for Phil at that point, well, actually for both of them last night, was the stakes were so high. When I got to watch before the dinner break, they were giving away, if you were playing a hand out,
$350,000.
It was $200,000, and then after the dinner break, it was up to $350,000
per hand,
and you've only got $1.5 million in play.
Wow!
So so basically, it turned into a crapshoot at the end.
Basically, you have 5 hands. Basically.
Yeah, so not much room to mess around in there at all, and you just need to catch a hand. And Phil actually caught 2 hands, and one that I remember watching especially, or Forrest. Phil had 8-7 high, and Forrest had 8-6, and that was one. That one really shook Phil up a little bit, and unfortunately, but he did manage to regroup after the dinner break and come back. But it was that's a tough ride when you're when you're in that kind of position with the stakes that you just you play in a hand and hope to God, if you lose, you're screwed. So I think we'll see Phil again. We might. We might see him someday.
You think?
Yeah, I don't think he's really a flash in the pan.
Okay.
All right. So 2:12. That means bracelet ceremonies are coming up. So we're gonna step away for a little bit. I'm gonna let Joe.
I'm off to the races.
I hope you chase down Ted Forrest. Oh, that would be a dreamy. I mean, whoever if we
Ted
get him,
should be getting his bracelet there too, right?
I believe so. So we could have Ted Forrest and let's see who else. Alex Bulletin getting. Hopefully they'll be the ones getting their bracelets today.
My goal is to get Ted Forrest over here.
Yeah.
Now I know why you said to me off air, do you know Ted?
That's part of it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that doesn't hurt. So
you do have an ulterior motive.
Well, yeah, we want to put together a good show.
Okay.
All right. So I'll let Joe take care of his duties. We're going to step away and take another commercial break, and we'll break more down on what's going on here at the World Series of Poker, and hopefully get a bracelet.
Hopefully I'll be back with Ted.
And see what happens. So stick around, everybody. We'll be right back.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
One man, his lucky shirt, an unforgettable night, and a winning streak that never seemed to end. That's how Blind Squirrel began, and we haven't looked back since. We make the clothes that we want to wear for the places where we want to look and feel our best. The game, the speakeasy, and the casino floor. Blind Squirrel's small batch, high-quality gear is for people too busy grabbing life by the nuts to bother with crappy, ill-fitting clothing. Because like you, we prefer our nights long, our drinks strong, and our lucky shirt to be our most comfortable. So look good, be lucky, and visit blindsquirrelapparel.com for your new favorite shirt. As an added bonus, you'll receive 20% off your purchase with the promo code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You can also pick up Blind Squirrel apparel at the Borgata in Atlantic City and in Las Vegas at all Missouri stores at Mandalay Bay, Monte Carlo, The Mirage, and MGM Grand. Look good and be lucky with Blind Squirrel apparel.
RunGoodGear.com is one of poker's premier online stores for apparel. Their mission is to provide poker players with stylish and comfortable clothes for their daily grind. You've probably seen Run Good Gear at the World Series of Poker through Run Good Poker Pro Rob Salaburo, or around the country through the WSOP circuit. Today, RunGoodGear.com is the place to go to gear up for the poker felt. So go there now with the promo code HOKE, that's H-O-K-E, for 10% off your entire online purchase. Remember Hoke. Now go gear up.
Tough day at the Felt? Get off tilt and unstuck by escaping to the desert for an extreme off-road adventure with Sun Buggy Fun Rentals. We have the biggest fleet of off-road vehicles known in the universe. And since we know poker players aren't exactly early risers, we now offer after-dark tours for all you night owls. And don't forget to stop by the Mark Hope Show WSOP booth at the Rio to win a free Sun Buggy experience. Please call us 24/7 at 1-866-728-4443 and visit us at www.sunbuggy.com. Call us now and take the off-road ride of your life with Sun Buggy Fun Rentals.
When it comes to custom poker tables, why would you buy something someone else designed and even named for their sales or marketing purposes?
The Nighthawk, the Gambler, the Big Slick, the Nuts.
Sure, you can customize it if you want, as long as you choose between black, red, or even green cloth, but that's about it. When you choose to play off tilt, it's not just another table, it's your table. The same price gets you a fully custom designed table that reflects your style and game. Off tilt makes it easy to design a truly one-of-a-kind custom poker table that'll give you home table advantage. Sure, Off Tilt could name their tables for marketing purposes, but why? It's not ours. We don't play on it. And to be honest, there are over 1,000 named Off Tilt tables worldwide, including the WSOP, the Deep Stacks Poker Tour, the Jonathan Papelbon, as well as Julie's, Chris's, Scott's, Amber's, Tristan's, just to name a few. So let us add your name to the list and deliver a truly custom-crafted, furniture-quality poker table worthy of your game. Visit www.offtiltpokertables.com or call Brian Knott today at 262-490-3812. We'll show you why Off Tilt is the only way to play.
9 poker players on a dramatic path to glory with unbelievable twists and turns that will keep you on the edge of your seat. It's the Final 9 comic from Room 110 Publishing. Go to final9comic.com to download the first issue preview and get ready for the official launch coming soon. 9 will become one way or another. Final9comic.com. And for more details, make sure to follow them on Twitter and like them on Facebook at Final9Comic.
The heat is on. Whether you're in the hot seat of a major poker tournament or just dealing with everyday life, stay cool with a brand new Arctic Blue cooling towel. Just wet your reusable and durable Arctic Blue cooling towel in cold water and you'll have instant cooling relief at your fingertips for up to 5 hours. The towel is lightweight and pliable, so you can keep it handy no matter where you are. Plus, it's absorbent enough to make sure you and your clothes stay dry while you stay cool. No need to sweat it out, no matter what you're doing, when you have an Arctic Blue cooling towel handy. So get the same cooling towel used by professional athletes, poker players, first responders, physical therapists, U.S. automakers, and even reality TV stars. So what are you waiting for? Visit them today at arcticblu.com and pick yours up today. Plus, enter the discount code MarkHokeShow when you check out and get 15% off plus free shipping to keep some of your cold hard cash in your wallet. It's like the Arctic Blue Bear says, it's not cool to be hot. So pick up your Arctic Blue cooling towel today.
Hey, guys, give me 1 second. We're just going to take care of a little business here, and we'll be right back on the show. So I should need about a minute or two, and we'll get it taken care of. So stick around, everybody. We'll be right back on the air in a second. Hey, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. A little bit of craziness going on over here. Oh my God! I sent Joe away just at the right time. But hey, it's good to see everybody. We are live here at the World Series of Poker at the Rio, and I'll tell you what: if the first week is gonna be like the rest of the, oh my God! Wow, it's sensational. All right, so right now, just want to take a couple minutes and remind everybody about a couple of other sponsors of the show that you may not have gotten to hear about, some other people we're working with. We are teaming up with the Global Poker Index. We should be up on their site being simulcast pretty soon here. They're trying to get some stuff done with that. Las Vegas Advisor, waiting for the coupon books to get over here, but Anthony Curse is Las Vegas Advisor. Hey, if you're coming to Las Vegas or you're here, $50 will get you the best coupon book ever. I've got one myself. I absolutely love it. So make sure you check it out, LasVegasAdvisor.com. Also, our good friends, Team Poker Joker, 10% off with the code VegasHoke, man. You're going to score big, grin, and win. Get into the cult that is Team Poker Joker. And over to Poker Joker, TeamPokerJoker.com. Off-tilt poker tables, you get $300 off your table. They've built the WSOP table. They've built the tables for Deep Stacks and Mid-States Poker Tour, which actually is having an event over here, I believe at the Venetian this week. So check them out, offtiltpokertables.com. Give Brian Knott a call. Mention us and score big. And over at Dutch Boyd's book, Poker Tilt, man, if you want to read, I'm telling you, you're going to absolutely enjoy it, and you won't be able to put it down. PokerTilt.com. It is something special. You will never forget it. And, of course, our friends at Final Nine Comic. Make sure you go to Final9Comic.com. Yeah, hey, look at these little cards here. Final9Comic.com. 9 will become one way or another. Yeah, I guess I probably should have kept that hidden, but that's all right. We have fun on these live shows. Hey, coming up later on this week. Now, of course, we get into week 2 of the World Series. Everybody's kind of settled in. We've had our little craziness and excitement, and now we get to wade into some more great events here at the World Series of Poker, and we'll pop that schedule up here in just a second. I promise we'll pop that schedule up here in just a second. Of course, today, the six-handed event is underway. And I swear to God, it's coming up. Bear with us. Well, we'll break down the schedule in a little bit as soon as my computer responds. It gets a little nuts in here with the internet. Even though I'm hardwired, we're certainly fighting a lot of people on the wireless. They are overloaded. I mean, it's crazy in here with the Millionaire Maker, of course, with all those people just packing the house. So some pretty good stuff happening here at the WSOP. And like I said, if you haven't come down here, man, you're going to really enjoy it. If you're anywhere near Las Vegas, if you're not coming down to play a bracelet event, there's still a lot of deep stack events and events going on all over town. I know the Seniors Poker Tour, for example, is going to have an event coming up later on this week. So you guys can all come down and play, some of you anyway, can come down and play that as well. Of course, tomorrow we have two events kicking off. Event number 12, the Pot Limit Hold'em event, $1,500 buy-in. So a little pot limit action for you. Tuesday, June 3rd is the $10,000 championship of the No Limit Deuce to 7 Draw Lowball event. So maybe look forward to seeing somebody like Daniel Negreanu bringing that thing home. So make sure you come down, and if you can play in that one, it should be a good time. Wednesday, only one event kicking off. That is the Limit Omaha High-Low Split 8 or Better $1,500 tournament. So one event starting on Wednesday. Thursday, we get the $3,000 No Limit six-handed event starting off at 12, and the Limit Deuces 7 Triple Draw Lowball event at 4 p.m. And then on Friday, another big weekend. It is the seniors event, $1,000 buy-in. You must be 50 years of age or older to play in the seniors event. So looking forward to seeing all of our great veteran players coming down here and hopping in on board to play in that one. Also on Friday, the $10,000 7-card Raz Championship. If the Raz final table for this one is anything like the one we just had yesterday, it is going to be a treat. So come on down and check out that Raz tournament. Saturday at 12 is the $1,500 No Limit Hold'em, and then in the evening, a $3,000 No Limit Hold'em shootout will get fired up. And the last events for Sunday, so this will cover you for the week. Sunday, we've got a $1,000 No Limit Hold'em event, pretty much standard. They're doing a $1,500 on Saturday and a $1,000 on Sunday. But the Sunday event, I'll tell you what, if you want to get your giddy up on, the $10,000 horse tournament begins, and that is one of the great events here at the World Series of Poker. So get ready for a the $10,000 horse event starting off on Sunday at 4 p.m. All right. So yeah, everybody's quiet in the chat box. That's all right. Don't forget, if you want to call into the show, we do have a little bit of time while I believe it's a Millionaire Maker is on break at the moment, but I'm sorry. Actually, this will be the darn it. Sorry about that. We'll slide up the schedule so I know what the heck I'm talking about. This should be the No Limit Hold six-handed tournament on break right now. So it looks like everybody's just heading back into the rooms. Of course, we see the random sprinter trying to kill somebody. That's always fun. But another exciting day here at the WSOP. So we're just kind of hanging out here. Joe is down at the bracelet ceremony as we hope to get one or two of our bracelet winners joining us here on the show. And there are the Glaziers coming in. Of course, Jackie was the last woman standing last year and then went over and won the women's bracelet over in Europe earlier this year. So Jackie Glazier making her entrance into the World Series of Poker. Well, I'll tell you what, though. It was a pretty good move for them to try and put that thing on the first weekend and get everybody here. Or, of course, a little bit of difficulty for the international players getting in here and having to spend the whole 7 weeks. Some of them prefer not to do that. So we'll see what happens. But like I said, we're just kind of hanging out right now waiting to see if we're going to get a bracelet winner on the show. And if we don't, then we'll talk to Joe and wrap it up. Of course, we are scheduled to be back on tonight. We may, depending on how things are going, because it does slow down a little bit here on Monday night, we may take the evening off and try to relax a little bit. It has been a hectic time here at the World Series of Poker. And, of course, for those of you who don't know, I did end up in the hospital for a few days, so I'm still trying to regroup a little bit. And plus, it's a little chilly in here, too. Looking forward to getting my coverall back on, because these hallways are kept cold, very cold. All right, so let's see what else. Anything else going on right now? If we have any updates, it's like I said, we're kind of in a slow spot at this point, but we are waiting for the bracelet ceremonies to commence and see who shows up. All right, so we'll pop some chip counts up here for you. get things a little bit refreshed on what's happening. And real quick in review, we can take a look back on some results so far from the first week of the World Series of Poker. Might not be a bad idea. And of course, all these players we do want to get them recognized for their efforts so far. And we'll get the correct item up on the screen. Of course, we kicked it off this year with the Casino Employees event. Of course, Chad Holloway, the winner last year. This time around, Roland Reparejo out of Cathedral City, California, gets it done and knocks off Corey Emery to win that championship. Wins $82,835. But of course, that's the one where all the dealers and everybody else working here in Las Vegas really gets a chance to cut it loose and play for a bracelet. This one, no exception. So congratulations to Roland on that one. The Mixed Max No Limit Hold'em event, of course, won by Vanessa Selbst, and a very exciting Final Four, as Selbst actually came in to the short stack in the Final Four heads-up tournament, taking on Al DeCarolis, restaurant owner out of Los Angeles. DeCarolis was not able to avoid getting buzzsawed by Vanessa Selbst, and she made the final. And J.C. Tran was knocked off unceremoniously by Jason Moe, who then, of course, made the mistake of trash-talking Vanessa a little bit. And Moe came in with about a $2 million chip lead. It did not last, and Vanessa Selbst winning the Mixed Max of No Limit Hold'em event, claiming her third bracelet. I think it's about time we stop talking about her as the top female player and just as possibly the top female player in the world. We go to the Pot Limit Omaha event, event number 3, and that one won by Brandon Shaq Harris, who you guys got to see on the show yesterday. Very excited young man, a very nice young man. Boy, I sound old saying that, but a great kid trying to just mow his way through this world, and did a fantastic job holding off Morgan Popham to take that one down. Of course, Steve Bilirakis finishing 4th in that tournament. That was a wild one for sure, but Brandon Shaq Harris brings home event number 3. Event number 4, No Limit Hold'em event, completed a couple of days ago, and that winner, Kyle Cartwright from Bartlett, Tennessee. Of course, a pretty quiet guy, but one of those players that's been bashing away on the circuit for a while. And Kyle Cartwright brings home a bracelet and knocking off Jason Pastor, and a very interesting 3-way finish on that one, as Lon Schwartz finishing 3rd. It looked like it was going to be a heads up between Pastor between Cartwright and Schwartz, but Cartwright caught him, and Lon Schwartz ends up finishing 3rd in that one. So that was your biggest name in event number 4. But Kyle Cartwright, big-time circuit grinder, gets the job done. Event number 5, the Limit Deuce to 7 triple draw low ball event. Tuan Lee knocks off Justin Bonomo. Both of those long-time, well-recognized and respected players playing for their first bracelet. Tuan Lee gets it done out of Los Angeles, California. Knocks off Bonomo. A sensational final table, as these guys were looking at Elliot Lesra, Nick Schulman, George Danzer, and Phil Galfond at this final table. A sensational group of players there. But it goes to Tuan Lee as he wins the Deuce to 7 Limit triple draw low ball event number 5. Of course, your 2 events that we wrapped up yesterday, the No Limit Hold'em Shootout won by Alex Bulletin, and the 7-card Raz taken down by Ted Forrest, stopping Phil Hellmuth in his tracks for bracelet number 14. But a wild one there. All right, and let's see if we have any interesting updates from the Millionaire Maker going on right now. Of course, winner of that is picking up $1.3 million. A lot of money on the line in this one. And let's see if we got any new chip count updates for you. And according to this, we do have a new chip leader. Unofficially, we have Bart Lebert out of Mihelin, Bolivia. 1.2 million is listed as your chip leader according to WSOP.com. Maurice Hawkins in second, 758. Sean Prendeville in third, at $700,000. Andrew Dick at $685,000. Julian Kolev at $632,000, and Jonathan Dimming at $632,000 as well. So that's where we stand right now with the Millionaire Maker. Joe Payne coming back here, saying hi. Yeah, you missed some fun while you were gone. That's okay. Just keep doing business. Doing business. You can flip your mic there. We'll turn that on for you. Yeah. Oh, I know you. How you doing?
You know who Tony is?
Yeah.
Would you like to have him up here?
Absolutely.
Oh, there goes the camera.
Oh. He's back.
How's our camera location since it just got bumped?
I think we're okay. No, actually, we're not. We're way off.
Let me go make an adjustment.
That's unbelievable. He's back. I've got to remember the name, but yeah, we'll get that. Just slide it over, Joe. Keep going. This is the excitement of a live broadcast. Okay, I think we're all right. I'll slide my butt over. All right. So, Joe, what we got? Any luck?
Well,
yeah.
There was no bracelet ceremony.
No bracelet ceremony, so I guess we don't have any bracelet winners coming over today. Everybody's
I
busy.
waited to 2:35 and it says 2:20.
All right.
But I wonder why.
So I guess everybody was kind of busy so giving out a lot of bracelets tomorrow, I guess.
They might be doing 4 tomorrow, 4 or 5 tomorrow.
Yeah, a few anyway. All right.
But I did stop by those 2 tables that we talked about, and they're all loaded up with the big boys.
Yeah, there you go.
And the big girl.
Yeah.
Vanessa, yeah. Interesting haircut, hairdo by Vanessa.
Oh, yeah?
And somebody actually was remarking about it online. I didn't think it was that bad. It was saying, she think she can get a better hairstyle.
She's looking good?
She had her back to me. I didn't really.
That's all right. So, okay.
Is that Tony's agent?
No. No.
So what happened while I was gone? So what was the excitement that I missed?
Oh, just doing business.
Oh, you were doing business?
Yeah, trying to do business while commercials were going.
On the air?
I was running commercials.
Okay.
And spun a little tune, so we got a little DJ action going there. Oh. Well, this is interesting. There's all sorts of crazy stuff going on in this hallway.
That's why I'm telling you.
Everybody's meeting everybody, but I don't know who those people are.
Second camera.
But I got to tell you, I got to remember that gentleman's name that just came up and said hi to us. He was a frequent guest last year.
You don't remember his name?
No.
Wow.
Final tableist of way back.
Oh, way back.
Way back.
Oh, the one with that's going to bring Tony by?
Yeah. I'll get the name though. I will get the name. I promise. It'll just take me a couple minutes to go through the files.
Pace.
Joe's looking for somebody here. Joe's got all sorts of friends. Yeah.
Hey, Richard.
Catch me before the November night.
There you go.
That's a good friend of mine, Richard Pace.
Oh, there you go.
Another blackjack player.
Oh, Jesus.
That was
here we go.
Evicted, so to speak.
Oh, no.
And forced to blaze his trail during poker.
Evicted.
Well, you were evicted.
From every place.
Wow.
From every spot on
well,
the earth.
Yeah.
Off to the El Cortez with you,
including
sir.
this one. But see, Richard's still allowed to use the front door. Where I've been told I have to come in the back door. Did you know that? Yeah.
That's tough.
Oh.
That's tough.
That's the way you got to come into my house.
Wow. All right.
That's how they treat Italians down south. Or at least in Kentucky anyway.
That is unbelievable.
Well, good seeing you, Richard. You're going to be around for a while.
Debbie just walked in.
We're doing the show till 3, so I'll track you down. I'll give you a buzz when we get off the air. Do you play any events yet?
I'm going to play the 3 p.m. right now, the short deep stack.
Deep stack. The
Short stack to you.
Short stack to you, right?
Yeah, there you go.
4 hours. We'll be short stacked.
That's a winner.
Hey, let's go positive thinking.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'll be short stack for everybody.
That's true, too. They call it a deep stack, but...
They call it a deep stack, but it races pretty damn quick.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, but I'll track you down when we get off the air. Good seeing you.
All right. So no bracelet ceremony.
No.
We got a blackjack
but we
reunion
had
going on.
Richard Pace.
We got a blackjack reunion, baby.
Yeah. To all the blackjack players, and we eventually find our way over to the poker.
I'll tell you what, we do attract. We have the degenerates coming over.
Now, are you calling my friend a degenerate now?
No, I'm calling you a degenerate, and you just draw the rest of the
I
your
bring
ilk.
the other flies with me. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like you never see one fly at a picnic. There's always a swarm of them.
Yeah.
Oh
my
well.
God!
It's
All
exciting.
right. Wow. So so things. So really no bracelet winners coming over today.
I will promise you
Unfortunately, but
this.
we'll
I
get
will
them tomorrow.
promise you this. If there is a bracelet ceremony that I am a recipient of,
You'll come over. Yeah.
I'll come over here. And you won't have to send anybody over to fetch me either.
Yeah.
You know,
I would hope.
I'll give you exclusive first right interviews.
Well, that's very sweet of you, Joe. All right. Well,
what's the best I can do?
No, I know. So yeah, it looks like everybody's pretty much heading into the rooms at this point. So I think we're gonna call it an afternoon. Probably not a bad idea. And of course,
you'll be on this evening.
We are scheduled to be on at 6:30 tonight.
You said technically scheduled.
Yeah,
what does that mean?
Yeah, we may take the evening off. We'll see how it goes. It's a little quiet in here on Monday night, but we'll see what happens.
Okay, so we may not be on tonight.
Yeah,
but
we'll let you
be back tomorrow. Though,
we'll
for
let
sure.
you know. Just follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and the Facebook, the Mark Hoke Show. And if we decide to kind of kick it back and
take
a
some
deep
time
breath
off, you have been going
for a day.
nonstop since Thursday.
I have.
It's not even a full week, though.
I know.
Are you
Yeah,
yelling
well,
on us?
but my week got fulled. My week got fulled earlier.
Okay.
So, all right. So that's going to do it for us. So we will be back on the Mark Hoke Show. I should be back on tonight, but if not,
If
it is what it
if
is.
not tonight, tomorrow for sure.
Yeah. But it should be a great time. So we really do appreciate Jeff Gross stopping by.
Yep.
The Grinder, Michael Mizraki, leaning in.
He leaned in.
That was a lean.
Is that the first interview you did where you were sitting
No.
and a person was leaning in over the mic? You've done that before?
That's a Grinder interview.
Really?
You get 2 minutes out of the Grinder, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, Mike's pretty talented at that. All right, so that's going to do it for us. So, guys, we will see you later on tonight here on markhokeshow.com. And, of course, once again, don't forget, KLAV show coming up on Wednesday. You join us at KLAV 12:30 a.m. on your radio dial or KLAV1230am.com. That's always fun. All right. So
see what I mean? My friends just appear out of nowhere.
I know. All right, so we'll wrap it up, guys. We will see you later on this evening here on the Mark Hoke Show.
You'll
Thanks
see
for
me
joining
tomorrow.
us.
Take it. Good night, everybody.